Be going through a wrist and hand evaluation. So what we're going to start off with is palpation. So we got the ulna here, radius over here, then you got the heads, radius head, ulnar head. Then you start scaphoid, which is right here, lunate, triquetrum, pisiform. Then you come over here to trapezium, trapezoid, capitate, and then the hamate. Then we flip over and we do, you got the DIP, the IP, and the MCP of the first, second, or here's the first, this is the DIP, MCP of the first, then you go, here's the second, DIP, IP, MCP of the second, then third, fourth, fifth, so on. And then next we go into active range of motion, which you're going to bring your hand up for wrist extension, down for wrist flexion, and then radial deviation, he's going to bring his wrist in toward, yeah, there you go. Then ulnar deviation, good. Then we're going to go into the fingers, so flexion of the fingers, just curl them all, nice. And then extension, bring them out, nice. And then bring, let's see, then adduction, spreading them out, then bring them together is or adduction, and then the opposite was abduction, so spreading them out would be abduction. Then for the thumb, same thing, adduction is coming closer to the body, then going away would be abduction, then extension, bringing it back, then bringing it down would be flexion, then touching across would be opposition. Then next we go into the special tests. The first one you would do is a varus and valgus force on the MCP joint. So here you'll be doing a valgus force, and then a varus force, and you do it all throughout the fingers. And then for the wrist, so this would be a varus force, putting stress on the UCL, and then a valgus force, putting a stress on the RCL. And then we go into carpal glide, which is just joint play of the carpals. Then next we go into Watson sign, which I'll be holding my patient by the scaphoid, and then he's gonna flex and or I bring him to radial deviation and ulnar deviation, and then if there's pain there. Next is Allen's test, which you are holding the artery or the veins, waiting for a minute and then looking for the blood to return back into the hand. And then the next test is Tinel's, which is testing for carpal tunnel, and you're just gonna hit on that median nerve there, and yeah.